Hello, everyone. My name is Scarface Nico, and today I'm going to be playing 3 games for you. The first one is Flintstones, The Rescue of Dino and Hoppy. And after that I got 2 more games. Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Home Alone 2. So 3 very good games that I'm gonna show you. I'm also very glad I'm playing these 3 and not Warriors Woods. I think that's what Prissy wanted me to say. Yeah. They're like three pretty short runs. This one is about 15 minutes. Same for Empire Strikes Back, and Home Alone 2 is like 7-minute run. So pretty short games. I'll be doing my own commentary for this one, and I'll have the Bagler 5 helping me out for the next 2. And yeah, I think that's good for an introduction. So I think I'm ready to start. I think a lot of people know this game because of the 7 Granddad meme. But it's actually a pretty decent game. It's not much of a meme. And the timer starts when I get control of Fred. Which is now. Okay. So we start off, and I immediately miss something. I went for something that requires 2 frame window inputs. And I messed up both. But that's fine. So what I'll be doing... Okay, I'm taking a lot more damage than I should. This is not a good start. So what I'll be doing for most of the run is every time I want to attack, I'll jump. And that is because every time you attack normally, you stand still. So you want to be jumping so you don't stop. Like this. Now I need to be careful, because I've already lost quite a bit of health. Ooh, I missed the jump. And also I'll be trying to avoid those ledges as much as I can. If you can jump late enough somewhere that you can avoid a ledge grab, you will be doing it, because you lose a little bit of time every time you do it. Oh, let's get the heart for safety. And here's the first boss coming up. And let's see. Oh, we messed up. We can get it in 3 hits. And this is going a lot worse than I should. So what we usually try is to make use of a power glitch. You charge the first hit, so you get max power. And there's a glitch in the game that if you don't leave the attacking animation and you don't charge the next attack, you keep the full damage. So you want to time your B presses so you don't lose any damage. Unfortunately, not the best level 1, but that's how things go in a marathon. And in this level, we'll be mostly running against global timers for a couple enemies, like this one. The guys who shoot, and the boss at the end. And the guys that shoot, they shoot every... Oh, I'm missing a jump. I'm missing a jump again. This is why I have a co-commentator for the next run. The guys that shoot, they shoot every 128 frames, so every 2.1 seconds. And you're always trying to arrive at the right time, so you don't have to wait or risk getting shot. Oh, and optimally for the world record, you are running against a global timer, and you have about 0.3 seconds to waste during the whole run. So if you lose more than that, you already missed the first cycle for this level's boss. Right now we've missed quite a few cycles, but that's okay. The boss jumps every 1.1 second, every 64 frames. And yeah, here we have our auto-scroller of the run. It's fortunately the only auto-scroller. And one thing that's very useful about this auto-scroll is that we can get everything we need here. So every upgrade for the hearts, so extra hearts, a bigger power bar, but also the 3 weapons we'll be using throughout the run, which is a throwing axe, a slingshot, and an egg bomb. Oh, here we skip a ledge. Let's see. Okay. Then we switch weapon to an egg because we'll need it at the start of the next level. And here's the level 2 boss. So he'll be jumping... Oh. He jumps basically every 1.1 seconds. And I arrived just after a cycle, so he took a very long time to jump, which always messes with me. Because when he does that, I always jump too early and I miss my attack like just happened. But yeah, in 3 fully charged hits, he goes down. And that's level 2 already. So you'll be seeing Gazoo building a time machine. Every time you finish a level, you get a time machine part, and you use that to fix the time machine that was destroyed in the opening cutscene. That's the goal of this game, I guess. Fix the time machine, go to the future, and rescue Dino and Hoppy. So here we have ice level, of course, with ice physics, which aren't a big deal because you'll just be holding right for most of the run. And there we timed our jump to skip a ledge. And here we damage boost on the spike so we can get on this platform without dying. Because the thing is, if you hit the spikes mid-air, you get knocked back, and you only regain control after you touch the ground. So if that happens above a pit, you'll die. That's why we damage boost. And here we just slide underneath these spikes. Here's an enemy that worked on the global timer as well, and I arrived at the wrong time, and he hit me as I was about to climb up. So this is the one place where ice physics are terrible, because you want to slow down to hit the boss, while simultaneously doing the power glitch. Unfortunately, it worked. I'd say this one is a lot more awkward to do than the first boss, so I'm happy this one worked while the first one didn't. But yeah, at least we're gone out of the level. No more ice physics. The task for this run abuses some of the mechanics in the game. Most notably the ice physics, actually. Because it skips an acceleration check. So it just gets unlimited speed. And it goes zooming across the level. Unfortunately, we can't do that because we can't do frame perfect up plus B presses every 4th frame. And so yeah, here we are in jungle level. There's a couple parts where you have to wait for platforms to respawn, like here. Most of it is very straightforward platforming. Here we get Barney. Want to make sure we jump as far to the right of him so he goes off screen quicker. It's the only dialogue you can't skip. There were a couple others. There was one in the previous 2 levels, both like Wilma and what's the other name? I don't remember. But there you just go above, well, on top of a building to skip the dialogue. Unfortunately, you can't do that with Barney without losing a lot of time. This is a very easy place to die. Good thing we don't. And here we go. Boss of the jungle. So here we do the 1, 2, 3 smash. 1, 2, 3 smash. 1, 2, 3 smash. And that's how you kill the boss. It's a very nice way to time your attacks, because the boss... Well, a lot of bosses are invincible while they're moving or whatever. So for this one, while the ground is shaking, the boss is invincible. So you want to time your smashes, and the 1, 2, 3 smash is very good for that. The level 2 boss also has invincibility frames. That's after you hit him until he jumps again. And here we get our basketball game. This game has 3 basketball mini games, and if you win those, you can get a useful movement tool you can use by pausing the game. You have high jump, flying, and diving. This one gives you diving, but we're not going to use that because it's useless. But we're doing this because it's in the way between 2 levels. Luckily, we can skip the other 2 basketball games. We can't skip this one. So the fastest way to do this is to just let the timer run out. And every time you score, you lose about 5 seconds. So you don't really want to score at all. So we're staying here in the corner. That kind of puts your opponent in a loop. And that's what we do for a whole minute. So it's exactly in the middle of the run, between the first 4 and the last 4 levels. Gives you a nice break in between. And after this level, we get the castle, and the castle has a jump close to the beginning of the level that is pixel perfect, and I hope we are going to get that jump. So let's see if we get it. So here we first get 3 bats, shoot the first one, attack the other 2. And the last jump here is the pixel perfect one, so easy easy. This one is gonna be tough. Yep. Jump too late. Jump too early. Let's see if I can get it now. Nope. How about now? Nope. How about now? Oh, not again! I thought that one might have been it. Okay, this usually goes a little bit better. Oh my goodness. So, the other way to do this is to go all the way around, which loses 10 seconds, but we're speedrunners, so no. I finally got it. Every time you miss it, you lose between 3 and 4.5 seconds. If you don't land on the spikes, you lose 3. If you do land on the spikes, you lose 4.5. Here we have a sort of a mini auto-scroller where we are trying not to die to tomato soup. And we didn't. Good. Yeah, that pixel perfect jump is kind of hard. Luckily, Fred moves at the speed of 1 pixel per frame, so, well, it's also pixel perfect. Not only pixel perfect, but also frame perfect. And one downside is every 4th frame you move 2 pixels, so sometimes you just literally miss the pixel where you can jump. So it's a bit of a run killer usually, unfortunately, but it is it's okay. But you can, like, if you just learn this run, you can just go all the way around and you'll be fine. We still have 2 hearts, so we should be fine for the rest of the level, I think. We're almost at the boss. We just got Frankenstein here. Don't go to the left immediately, you bastard! I hate it when he does that, because it's so easy to take damage when he does. And here we get the boss. Dracula or whatever. Oh, 1 bat. Escape! And he also takes 3 fully charged hits, and then he just goes away. And then we get another time machine part. And then we go to the next level. Everyone's favorite staple in NES platformers, the water level. A good thing in this game is that every time you go to a new level, you get your hearts back. So they don't really have to worry about health at all during the run. Unless if you take a lot of damage in one level, but that shouldn't really happen. The most difficult part about this is there are a lot of jumps over gaps, and if you take damage, the knockback will usually kill you. And this is also a level where the TAS abuses acceleration frame rules, but this time not for not for horizontal ones, but for vertical ones, to get higher jumps, which is also something we can't do. So we'll just go through it like we're not a TAS. And here we have bubbles. Bubbles cause lag quite a bit. Not as much this time. Sometimes the music slows down a lot here. Didn't do much of a slowdown this time. And one thing that's kind of jank in this level are the jumps, because of those acceleration frame rules, you get different height jumps. Sometimes you jump very low, and sometimes you jump a couple pixels higher, which do affect some parts of it. And sometimes there's a jump you can make if you jump high enough, and you won't make it if you don't jump high enough, which is the bubbles. So I always use the camera to look. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I did jump late enough. Okay, I thought I wasn't going to make it. Yeah, sometimes you don't jump high enough. So I'll use the camera to see how high I jump and then adjust what I do. Here we are in... Ooh, nice jump. In Japan Rock. And we are just, yeah, making our way through. The difficult part about this level is that once you make a mistake, you usually end up spawning more enemies that usually don't spawn, because you just automatically despawn a lot of enemies by not killing anything. And those enemies that you spawn are very annoying, so you really don't want to get hits anywhere. This is also, I think, the most difficult level in speedrun. It has a lot of things that can go wrong. So far it's been pretty good. A couple small mistakes, but... And I have often died at the last jump before the boss. We're gonna try not to. So, okay, we didn't die. Here's another boss. So that one also uses the power glitch, and this time you need to hit the boss 4 times. So you need 3... After the first hit, you need 3 well-timed B presses that are close to frame perfect, but not really frame perfect, because you can buffer them a little bit. And yeah, we leave the past behind. We finished our... We got the last time machine part, so we finished our time machine, and now we go to the future. So, and if you play this game casually, never go to the water level if you haven't done all the other levels, because if you do that, you have to go back to the water level after finishing Japan Rock, so don't ever do that. And now we go to the future. And we get the best level in the game with the Jetsons theme. And we get greeted by George, and we tell him to shut up. Bye, George. So, yeah, very normal level. Nothing really interesting happens here, so we just do this, and yeah. So here you just mash A to go up. Unfortunately, they removed this glitch in the later versions, so in the PAL and Japanese versions that got released after this, you have to play the level, which is pretty difficult, but here you can just skip most of it, and screen wrap here using the same glitch. And we get 3 phases for the final boss, where he gets stronger every time, and the last one he's in the tank, and you want to get him in 3 hits. Let's see if we can do this. Let's go. That's a very good final boss fight, and time. And this boss is Dr. Butler. I don't know, he didn't exist in Flintstones before this game. They made him specifically for this game. Dr. Butler, evil guy from the future who, well, kidnapped Dino Hoppy because he wants... I think for his zoo or something. I don't know what it was. Dr. Butt, yeah. So we saved Dino Hoppy, and now peace has returned. And we're back in the past. Yeah, that's Flintstones. Not a bad run. I mean, this one, I did mess up the pixel jump in the castle quite a bit, but I'd say that this time it's pretty good. 1522. Yeah, that's the first game out of the 3. And after this, we got Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, which is probably the jankiest game of all 3. So, yeah. Looking forward to that one. And I think we can go to, what is it called? Setup again? In between.